from boot camp, you meet a bunch of people, and you guys, together, you get to know each other. And then the deployment, you meet a lot of other people. You meet different personalities, different attitudes. You guys all meet, and you get to know each other. But then, when you go out overseas, you're doing your job, and you see a lot of stuff. But it makes it easier because we'll make a joke of everything. Us veterans, you'll see something crazy and you'll make a joke about it just so you can laugh and not let it get you. But eventually, things eventually get you. It settles down, and you're like, man, that was no joke.
So what deployment would you say it really started catching up?
Well, near the end of the second, that was when we had Desert Shield, Desert Storm. Then we had Southern Watch. That's when I was like, man, we lost LT, and my buddies were having issues too, and between that deployment and getting out, it was like the first suicide from a buddy. But it just, I don't know, there was just so much in between. And then at the very end, when we were out, and they're all either hanging themselves or shooting themselves, it started like, deteriorating me. I felt bad. I wish I would have known what to do, what the signs were. I didn't pay attention, and I felt guilty for it. Because if I would have, you can learn because other people, but I didn't learn until it was a run that was really close to me, and then I started paying attention to everything, and it was like kind of like an overboard. People would be like, good, I'll just die, and I was like, I'd freak out, like, no, don't just die, but for me, it was, I didn't want to lose another friend.
And when would you say you started being able to be close to people again?
Probably a couple years after I got sober. I went to counseling twice a week for like 2 years. I had my nurse, Kathy Copeland, man, I was having issues, wanting to break down, wanting to kill myself, and she was helping me a lot. And she was explaining to me, that wall I built that kept everybody away also kept, me from getting close to people and opening up myself. So she would work with me, twice a week for an hour to start with, because I had a lot of stuff I had to get out.
And when you talk about that wall, would you say that was necessary to survive and to be deployed?
Well, it was necessary for me to survive, because if I don't get close to you and you die, it won't hurt me. So I have to protect myself because I'm hurting already. So I would push everybody away, including my family.
And how is that now? How is your relationship with your family now that you're 18 years sober?
Well, my wife, who I was married to for 10 years, that divorced me. We were divorced for 7 years. We actually got back together. We're remarried 8 years. I love it. My kids, they see me all the time. My son, who I wasn't really there for because I was having issues, he calls me like every other day. I'm close with my family. It's much better now.
Your heart was broken a long time ago. You took it on like you were chosen. Now you're singing your song.